sees the mountain, but he's got the view. He said, one step, you'll get through. When my faith is thin, he lends me his light. His words cut through like stars in the night. He said, breathe it in, don't run, don't hide. The climb's not a race, it's a rhythm to ride. One bite at a time, he said. One bite at a time. No matter how high we can climb, break it down small till the fear's out of sight.
Hey, you guys, it's January 4th, and let me make sure that we're good here. Okay, let's see. Let me check. Hey, you guys. All right, good. So we got audio. So I'm back to my regular setup that I'm familiar with. And I want to talk to you guys real quick today. Like I said, today is January 4th. It's 9:09 a.m. Pacific time. And I just want to say two words. Do something. We start the New Year's off with these grand expectations, and I'm going to lose weight this time. I'm going to be a better person. I'm going to make more money. I'm going to start that business. I'm going to get into this better relationship. I'm going to leave this dead-end relationship. I'm going to change my circumstances. But when we look at the totality of sometimes the things we have to do, it can seem insurmountable. But let me tell you something. Do something. I was talking to my wife a few minutes ago, and we were talking about some things we need to do for our children. And they're grown adults now, but they still need help and guidance. And as parents, we want to help. But I said, how do we set up the structure so we can provide what they need and not just give them what we think they need? So being able to say on the back end, this is what I'm going to prepare for you. This is what you're going to do. This is how you're going to do it. And with that, you're going to be able to take care of yourself and your children, our grandchildren and our grandchildren and our great-grandchildren. That's important. We need to look at it from that perspective. But it starts with doing something. I have my own theme songs you all heard in the beginning here called One Bite at a Time, because I'm always telling my kids, I don't care how much it seems insurmountable, take one bite. There's an old saying, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. That has been kind of my mantra, because even with me, things get overwhelming. They seem insurmountable. I got this going on, that going on. I got this I got to take care of, that I got to take care of. Oh my God, how do I allocate money here when I'm supposed to be paying over here? Oh my God, this person, this bill, oh my God, I can't believe I'm about to be late on that. Because we're human, it happens. We're not multimillionaires yet, right? So we got expenses just like everybody else. But do you think because I got things going on in my life and things aren't working out here or things aren't working out there, that my bill collectors care? They do not. They do not. The world doesn't care because you're going through things. They don't. Now, yes, people in this world may love you, and I pray that you have someone in this world that loves you. But people have their own issues. Everybody got their own issues. I always tell people that, I've gotten calls from people going, oh, I really need some help. I'm going through here, and this is tough, and that's why I couldn't do this and I couldn't do that. So everybody has a sob story. Everybody has a sad song. I got my own I could sing. You think I want to hear you sing yours? No. Do something. Let's go to the board. Let me show you something. This is what I call the 4 zones. Most of us live in this zone right here, in the comfort zone. That's where most of us are living, okay? I don't know if I should start that business. I don't know if I should get out of that relationship. I don't know if I can leave this job and do this and go to another job. I don't know if I have what it takes to become the person I always wanted to be. Because this is what, I'm going to be honest, this is what the media tells us. This is what the media tells us is where we need to live right in here. Be careful. What have you got to lose? You see those commercials for like different alarm companies. What have you got to lose? What have you got to lose? Right? And my thing is, what have you got to gain? What have you got to gain? Because if you don't move from this zone right here into this, you'll never know what you can do. This is where you start developing and start discovering who you could be. This is where you just start discovering who you could be. Well, I guess I could start that business. I guess I could go into a relationship and find someone who values me for who I am. I guess I could step out and follow my dreams. And this is where you start to learn what you need to do, what you need to do to get to this zone right here. And baby, once you reach here, ooh, once you reach here, this right here, this is where transformation happens. This is where you start to grow. This is where you start to become the person you were always meant to be. But it does not work. It does not work. It does not work until you get out of this right here. Because let me tell you, this is where 99% of us were living. Oops, hold on, let me just clean that up. 99% of us are living right here in the comfort zone. You know what? I get my paycheck every 2 weeks and I'm good with it. But guess what? If that company lets you go, if that company tells you, I'm sorry, you can't take vacation this year. You got no more PTO. I'm sorry, you can't do that. We had somebody who left that department because we downsized and now you got to do their job and yours. I'm sorry, you can't do this. You can't do that. So how comfortable is the comfort zone now when somebody's dictating what you can do in your life? They say you are not going to move from this zone until you are sick and tired of being sick and tired, but you'd be surprised how many people will stay being sick. They will say, it's okay, I can adjust. It's okay, I just need to adjust what I need to do in my life because they're paying me, they're feeding me, okay? No. Trust me. This is not where you want to live. This is not where you can live. So now people are saying they're losing their jobs. People are saying the economy is unsure. People are saying this. So now a lot of people are over here. You got so many people, right? Let me just see. You got so many people that are like, I don't know what I should do. I don't know what I should do about this or that. And so you got all these people over here, and they're all sad. Yeah, my drawings, and they're all sad because they're all living in the fear zone. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. But even a trapped rat, when backed into a corner, will fight. So once they back you enough in this corner because you can't provide for your family, for yourself, or anything, that's when you'll start going over here. And you'd be like, what the hell do I need to learn? What the hell do I need to do? What the hell do I need to have to become so I can get what I want to do? And that's when you start learning what you need to do. And that's when, once you've learned that, you go into the growth. Now, this don't take years. This don't take months. This could be a matter of weeks. But once you decide to leave this zone right here, your progression is going to automatically go to this. So let me just tell you. I don't care who has told you that you can't do something. I don't care who's told you that this is not the right time for you. I don't care who's told you that this is not something you need to be doing. Do it. Do something. Okay? You ain't got to do it all, but do something. I wanted to get in here because I've been seeing so many people on my timeline, so many people I know personally who are just saying, I'm going to work this out. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do this. Yeah, next year. And this was like December 20th, December 25th, December 27th. As soon as New Year's come, I'm going to do it. Why were they waiting? I was like, why are you waiting? Why don't you just do it now? As soon as you make up your mind to change, you've changed. I don't care if you don't see the outward appearance, if everything looks the same. Trust me, anything you can conceive, you can achieve. If you can believe it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Just do something. Stop worrying about what if. There's an old saying, and you've probably heard it a lot of times, as I know I have, that fear says, what if you fail? But faith says, what if you fly? When the mother bird, and they always say the mother bird, maybe it's the father bird too, and I said it's probably the father bird because we tend to tell the kids, get shit or get off the pot, right? They kick the young birds out of the nest. They emulate what needs to be done. They show them that it can be done. They fly back and forth. They bring food to the nest. But there comes a time when the birds go, you got to leave. And if I don't push you, you will never leave on your own. Sometimes we take this a little too much at heart because we say, well, you're 18, you got to get out. And the child is not ready to live and to thrive on their own. So I think we've all got to look at our children from each standpoint of what is this child's capability and what can they do. But you've got to equip them. Those birds that leave the nest, they're equipped with the wings, with the feathers, and the parents know you have everything you need to be able to go out there and fly. You just have not been tested. So they push them out of the nest. And the bird is like, oh my God, and they're flapping their wings, and they're like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And they are flying. If you don't have a community or a network of people around you that's helping you fly, come on over to Success Driven. Just join us because this is 2026. And I'm telling you, and I don't want to seem like a jerk or an a-hole, but I don't want to hear it no more because I'm always saying I'm not going to allow myself any excuses. So I damn sure want to hear from nobody else. I don't. We all need a support system. I get it. And if you don't have one organically that was your family or your friends that are supporting you, come over to us. We'll be your support system. But we are not going to let you have excuses. Yes, things happen. We get that. Absolutely. And we adjust. But we're not going to have excuses. I always use the story and people are like, oh my God, why do you tell that story? Whoa, that was terrible. And it was. When my mother passed away, she passed away at 8:05 a.m. I got a call at 8:27 as I was leaving the ER where she had passed away. And I was going out to her car because she had driven herself there the previous night. And I was going out to her car. I had her belongings. Somebody called me and asked me, when will their video be ready? And I was supposed to be ready that day. And I said, I'm sorry. I had to come down to Bakersfield. My mom just passed away. And they were like, oh, I'm so sorry for your loss. Don't this word sound so fucking hollow? I'm so sorry for your loss. But will it be up today? They didn't give two F's about what I was going through. And to be honest, it wasn't their job to care. We had an agreement. They paid me for a service. I had to deliver. I said, well, not from my computer, but I will have it to you this evening. They said, okay, once again, sorry for your loss. Okay, thank you. Click. Because even though my mother had passed away, they had a job to do, and so did I. And my mother had trained me to that thing too, that life is going to go on. Things are going to change. The world is not going to stop. When I went out to her car, my wife and I, people were still driving to work. The birds were still flying and the sun still rose. It did not stop because I was going through something. Because you were going through something, the world will not stop. But you adjust and you overcome. Now, if this seems a little tough and you're like, ooh, I can't deal with that. Then yeah, our community, Success Driven, might not be for you. Because we are not about pity parties. Now, we all have problems, and it's okay. And it's okay, yes. We feel bad this happened. Okay. I told a friend of mine once was going through something, and he was crying everything, and I said, I get it, man. So what are you going to do? And he was like, well, damn, man. I said, no. I'm just wondering. I get it. And it's okay to be sad. We're humans. We mourn the loss of people and situations. But what are you going to do? Not what you're going to do, but what are you going to do now? Because we need a solution. And I'm here to help you, man. How are we going to pivot from this? What do you want to do? You need some ideas? How we going to roll now? So that's what I'm saying to you. Things may not have worked out for you in 2025, and that's okay. That's all right. But it's 2026. So what are you going to do? Do something. Okay? So that's all I got to say today for that. If you need a kick in the pants, you need somebody to come alongside you and go, buck up. Let's go. Let's go get this future. Let's go get this success that is your birthright. You come on and join me. But if you want to go and, I'm not ready right now and I'll do it later, go ahead. We have a saying over here. We have a lot of sayings over here. Those that fight for their limitations get to keep them. But as for those who want to roll with us, if you're serious and you need some support, hit me in my DMs, hit me in, direct message me, and let's roll. Okay? Because it's 2026 and we got no time to waste. All right, so I don't want to say you guys have a wonderful Sunday. I will see you later, but I got work to do, and so do you.